Welcome to the embedded system class. So today in this video I am going to explain about interfacing processor, memories and IOs. So we can interfacing circuit is very important in processor. So mainly we need to connect external peripherals, external memories to CPU, right? So processor, in between processor and peripherals we need a interfacing circuit. So first we want to know why we need interfacing between processor and IO devices and memory. So there is a difference between CPU and external peripherals, right? So processors are we need to remember 3 points. So first point is CPU, processor is very fast compared to peripherals, right? So what first one is processor is very fast compared to peripherals. Second one is, so whatever the data we are processing in CPU, it is in terms of words, 32 bits, whereas in peripherals, example, if we connect keypad, so each character is converted into ASIC. So ASIC is nothing but byte means 8 bits. So 8-bit data is in peripherals, whereas in processor 32 bits. So word and byte, lot of difference between these two also. And third one is, so in processor it use parallel communication ports. So parallel communication means multiple tasks, it will perform multiple tasks at a time. And CPU, external devices, peripherals or memories or serial communication devices. One by one we can press A at 1, after A we can press B, one by one. Serial. Parallel, processor is parallel. So processor is very fast and data is in word size, so whereas it will perform multiple tasks. So coming to peripherals, it is very slow compared to processor. So it is data is in 8 bits and serial, one by one we can. So to synchronize between processor and external devices like IO devices and memory, we need a interfacing circuit between these two, right? So to synchronization between CPU and external peripherals and memories, we need a interfacing circuit. So mainly there are two types of interfacing circuits. So first one is port mapped IO devices and second one is memory mapped IO devices. So coming to this block diagram, so see, check here. So processor is to processor we connected IO devices and RAMs using bus. So what is a bus means? It is nothing but a connecting wire between RAM, IO devices and processor. So we have 3 types of buses: data bus, address bus and control bus. So with the help of data bus we transfer or we receive the data. So address bus will give the information of the address of each device. Using control bus we can control the timing, control signals like timing signals, etc. etc. So mainly IO interfacing is we can interface IO devices using 2 ports, parallel ports and serial port. So parallel port is nothing but parallel communication ports. In parallel communication we have in between transmitter and receiver, if we want to transfer 8 bits we can send at a time, right? Parallel means at a time. So whatever the data we have, so for example if we want to transmit 8-bit data, we have to use 8 weights. So we transfer at a time, so that number of bytes depends upon size of our data. So if we want to transfer 8 bits, we need 8 bytes. So for the circuit complexity is very high in parallel communication devices. because if so for example, if we want to transfer 256 bits, we require 256 bytes. So it is very circuit complexity is very high and not preferable for long distances. For long communication, we go for serial communication ports. So coming to serial communication, so we can send the data serial by means one by one. So using a single wire, we can transmit the data. So we in next topic we are going to discuss about what the different types of serial ports are there. Okay, so for there is lot of difference between parallel and serial. So coming compared to advantages in parallel communication, disadvantages are more. So like it is not preferable for long distances and the circuit complexity is very high, and mainly in telecommunication we use serial communication. So because we using a single cable, we can transmit the data. So as it is only disadvantage is it is very slow. So to reduce that limitation, we increase the clock speed, right? So mainly IO interfacing is two types. First one is port map IO and second one is memory mapped IO. So port mapped IO, we connect IO devices and memory separately. So two separate buses are required for port map. Whereas for memory map, IO devices and memory devices both are allocated in a single device. So here we required only one bus. Through that bus we communicate data and IO devices and memory, external memory, right? So these are the different types of interfacing concepts are there. So this is nothing but how we communicate processor with other devices. So first one, in 8051 we have three ports: port A, port B, port C. So this LCD and CG RAM is connected to port C wire, and display LEDs or LCDs we connect to port C values, right? So these are the different types of interfacing circuits we have. So in next video I will discuss about serial communication ports. Thank you.